Concealed carriers are murderers, and police are the only people who should have guns. This is what my opposition would tell me if I were to ask them whether concealed carriers should be allowed to conceal carry or not. There are a lot of fallacies with their arguments, though. So today I will be discussing why they are wrong with statistics. I will also be addressing the question, is a policy like this really necessary to protect all of us? And I will also address the false information that concealed carriers are murderers, which, spoiler alert, we are not. So, without further ado, let's dive into the statistics of this issue. My opposition would say more guns is more crime. On paper, this might sound like a logical argument, but when you dive down deep into the stats behind this issue, it is anything but that. According to the 2016 article Concealed Carry Laws by Grey House Publishing, robberies are down 65%, assault and battery are down 30%, and rape and sexual assault crimes are down 47% in areas that allow concealed carry versus the areas that do not. If you need current proof that a concealed carry policy does work, look no further than the state of Missouri. In 2000, their crime rate was 148.28 crimes per 100,000 residents. They enforced their concealed carry policy in 2007, and by 2010, their crime rate had dropped to 102.49 crimes per 100,000 residents. That is approximately a 30% decrease in total crime that has happened in Missouri over a 10-year span. According to an article, an examination of the effects of concealed weapons laws and assault rifle bans on state murder rates, murder is up 10% in areas that ban concealed carry in Missouri, and areas that ban assault rifles, our murder rate is up 19%. Judging by these statistics, it's clear why people would want a concealed carry policy, and it shows that it works, and that disarming innocent citizens is not the way to stop crime. Next, I'm moving on to the question, is a policy like this really necessary to keep us safe? With these following stories, I can easily show you that it is. According to the article 2017 Guns on Campus, a stabbing at Ohio State University left 11 people wounded. Had a concealed carrier been in the vicinity and been able to deal with it, collateral damage could have been avoided here. But it was not, which prompted Ohio to enforce a concealed carry policy later in the year. Also, according to the article To Conceal Carry or to Not Conceal Carry on Higher Education Campuses, that is the question, a concealed carrier in Texas stopped an armed robbery in a restaurant and likely saved the lives of dozens of diners that night for interfering in the robbery. And now, the thought of having a concealed carrier around, that would deter just about a lot of people from committing a crime in an area knowing that they could easily get shot back at. So now I will address the false argument that concealed carriers are murderers. This is just simply not the case. According to Wisconsin Court of Appeals, disorderly conduct charge means no concealed carry policy permit by Eric Hasig, you have to have a clean criminal record in the state of Wisconsin to acquire a concealed permit to begin with. And even once you do acquire it, you almost rarely ever have to use it. According to a study, only 0.2% of concealed carriers are actually involved in violent shootings. So we rarely ever use our gun the way it is, nonetheless do wrong with it. And let's face it, you don't walk out your door with your concealed weapon and just say, hey, I'm going to shoot somebody today. No, you just don't go thinking like that. According to a study, Concealed Carry and Race, the top 2 reasons people carry weapons is 1, they're visiting a new place and they are unsure of themselves, so they would rather have something to protect them with just in case, and 2, they are going somewhere with a violent history, and they want to be able to defend themselves if the need arises. While some leftists and even left-wing media will label concealed carriers as homicidal maniacs, this is far from the truth. Their argument likely comes from the article Guns on Campus, to which the University of Arizona police chief mentions that too many shooters in an area can be quite chaotic for the situation, to where innocent people would get hurt. Now, this is possible, but is it likely? Not necessarily. Most people with large gatherings, there's often a great security presence. And at large events, firearms are usually banned anyways. Is it possible? Yes, absolutely. Is it likely? No, probably not going to happen. So using these stats, stories, and logics, I really feel like the concealed carry policy is very necessary for the state of Wisconsin. So don't be too quick to demonize concealed carriers just yet. You never know when one can save your life.